What's up guys, this is DJ New World and welcome to another one of my videos. This video is going to be different from my previous videos. Instead of a talk about certain topics or video games, this is going to be me reviewing some mangas that's worth reading. And by the way, manga is the way you say that, not manga. I'm going to be doing a top 5 mangas that's worth reading. Let me go to my favorites and show you guys some of the stuff that I will be reviewing right now. The first one on the list is Baki, Son of Origin. What was I gonna say? Quick description. There you go. Quick description of this. There's multiple of this Bagi series. There's multiple chapters and versions of it, explaining different aspects of his life. Quick description of him. He was a young kid, always got into fights. His dad left him and his mom, told him that he has to get strong or he would kill him. What a hard life, right? Pretty much, he had to train every single day of his life to get strong enough to get to the level of his father. The last chapter of it, he finally fights his dad, and it's a really good fight. It's really worth reading. What else could I say about this? This particular one, if I remember correctly, let me go ahead and go to resume. Oh yeah, this one's the one actual end. There is, like I said, multiple versions of it. Let me go ahead and show you this one, which is a separate story, which explores a separate section of his life. Really worth reading. Another one, these are not in any particular order. I should have said that ahead of time, but it doesn't matter. Greatest Outcasts. Minwa. This story takes place in a high school. This teenager, he's a real nerdy kid. He has this ability whenever he takes off his glasses, he just becomes the perfect fighter, which sounds kind of far-fetched, but if you look into the story, actually read it, they explain it way better than I could ever. From what I've noticed, this story has not ended yet. It's just getting started. As you can see, it only has 33 chapters. It's still ongoing. He gets into fights with different people. Let me go ahead and just show you the first chapter so you can get a feel for this type of story. And a quick disclaimer: most of the stories, the mangas on this list will not be appropriate for children. So, if you are under 17, I wouldn't recommend reading this, because a lot of these stories do get very violent. There's a lot of gore. There's a lot of blood. There is death in a lot of the stories that I will be reviewing. I instantly got hyped about this story from just reading the first chapter. For I like stories that like either tell the story within the first chapter right or get right into the action, pretty much telling you what's happening. The first chapter of this story, it's pretty much just showing you his ability. And then chapters that follow does a lot of character development, which I enjoy because it shows you how he got to be where he is. First chapter, a lot of deaths. Again, disclaimer, this is not for little kids. I would not recommend it at all. And if you do want me to do another top 5 or a top 10, I can recommend some kids friendly manga if you're into reading mangas. Next one on our list here is History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi. This is kind of like mainstream, but regardless of anything, like if you haven't heard of it, you must have been living on the rock. It's amazing. Description of this story: Kenichi is a teenager, has no fighting ability whatsoever. Unlike most shonen mangas that you normally would read, they have some form of ability. He does not have any. He starts off very weak. Training, he gets 5 different masters of 5 different martial arts, and they teach him different martial arts moves, and he basically goes from a 0 to the hero. He fights, like he gets into fights every single day from just people just bullying him, not because he asks for it, not like the other story where with Baki he had to fight to get stronger. No, he did not decide to fight at all. Like if he had his way, he would not fight. If he had his way, he would not fight. Like he would not even dream about it. Maybe he would, to be honest, because he's one of those characters, like most shonen main characters, tries to protect the ones he care about, which is a beautiful concept that is kind of repetitious when it comes to shonens, but it's something that you can really stick to. With this, I highly recommend it because it actually, for people that like martial arts like I do, it explains in more in depth martial arts. Like it explains different moves, stances, techniques. Overall, I would highly recommend it. I kind of wish that this manga was not completed, because like the way they ended it, he was close to becoming a master, which is the ultimate goal of this. There's 595 chapters. It's gonna take you a little while, unless you're like me and just read all like half of it in one weekend, because you're just like, this story is one of those stories that'll get you hooked, I promise. I was gonna do top 5. I think I'm at 3. Yeah, top 5. The 4th one on the list here is, I think I passed it. Yeah, I did pass it. Black Joe. Uh, Basically, the story takes following the character of, what was his name again? I haven't read it in a while. Crap. I forgot the main character's name. Sorry, guys. It's another martial arts story. He's highly gifted in martial arts. He's been learning since he was little, taking on masters. He ends up working for this gang. Not like gangs you hear nowadays, like Mafia gang. And he is literally the muscle. Like, it's just mind-blowing the amount of martial arts and techniques he knows. And he gets into this fight, this one scene, huge spoiler for the story, but he splits a car in half. But unlike other shonen, I believe this is a shonen. Nah, it's just an action. Other mangas that have similar backgrounds, he does not have like huge power-up Super Saiyan type stuff, like no chakra or anything. Actually, chi, but chi is realistic. Chakra is fake. Nah, it's not really fake. Debate that later. He's a part of the gang. He trains every single day. He's constantly proving that he's the strongest. Like the biggest thing that pisses him off is someone saying that they're stronger than him. He's like the Incredible Hulk in that sense. But unlike the Incredible Hulk, his abilities are actually real. And the fifth and final one, I would have to recommend. I'm gonna throw a sixth one in there because I saw one that I want to also recommend. This one right here, Manga Rock. This story follows this man named Ken. He's basically forced into becoming the leader of this gang, and he trains. He later on in the story, he has to train to make himself stronger, just so people, other gangs won't walk all over them and won't harm the ones that he care about, which is another type of these stories that I like because it resonates with me, being that type of person. The chapters are, there's right now, it's still ongoing. Yeah, ongoing. There's 21 volumes and 171 chapters. Like the first couple of chapters, it's him actually progressing, and it's pretty much saying, like this one, level 77 is pretty much gauging his strength overall so far. And like, nah, there's no need to further explain that. All great stories. I recommend them all. And another one that's kind of mainstream that you should have heard about, if you haven't heard about it because you don't read mangas, here's a good one for you. Boku no Hero Academia. This story is about this young boy. He has no powers. He lives in this world full of heroes and villains, and everybody has these things called quirks. Quirks are pretty much just their version of saying a superpower. He has no superpower at all. He starts off this story wanting to be like his idol, All Might. this hero that is the number one in the whole entire world. Like, he is the strongest. Most people that go against him don't very last long, but he's also a hero, so there's no death. Villains do kill in this story, so there might be some violence. There is some blood, because in order for him to learn how to use his power, he tends to use his power, the power that he gains from All Might, by destroying his, when he uses his power, he destroys his body, pretty much. Without trying to get too much into this actual story and explaining it horribly, this is a story of a young man wanting to become a hero, training to achieve this goal, gaining a quirk. I won't tell you how, because you actually have to read it. I will be also doing later reviews about different mangas if you guys want me to. As he progresses, you see that he had mastered his powers more and more, taking on stronger and stronger foes. And if you like these type of stories, I would recommend looking under action. And this is also slice of life comedy, drama, fiction, shonen, and sci-fi. You probably don't need to search every single one of those, but search action and this should come up, or search by the full-on name on whatever manga website you use, or you could do like I do and use an app, and the app I use is called Manga Rocks. And basically this manga app has hundreds of thousands of different mangas from every genre and from different manga sites. And with this app, it's pretty much a work of art, because it gives you the option of searching certain genres. Like if you tap music, like I just did, it'll bring up a whole bunch of mangas that have music in it. And if you tap twice on it, it'll make sure that ones that are like martial arts don't come up. So you could pretty much go through here, tapping different stuff like what do you want, taking out all the stuff you don't. This video is kind of a showcase and my top 6, I guess. I will be doing another top 5 or top 10 later on. What else should I say about this? Highly recommend using Manga Rocks, because it's pretty up to date on everything. You cannot find it in the Google Play Store. I don't know about iOS Store. I know for a fact you can't find it in the Google Play Store because they took it down, because what you can find on this manga app, you can find various things from sexual stuff to violent stuff, and Google did not want to have anything to do with that. C'est la vie. But if you search Manga Rocks in your search bar, it should come up and it'll give you a website to download it. This has been DJ New World. Like and subscribe for more. I'm out. Peace.